Welcome to your course QGIS Origin. This course is designed to help you understand QGIS from the very basics, literally from zero to professional. It is divided into 7 lessons. From the first lesson, which is this lesson, getting started with QGIS, will help you with the installation and navigation of the QGIS application. The second, understanding and managing spatial data, will help you understand how to import, create, and manipulate spatial data. The third will help you understand filtering, selecting features, and using the field calculator on QGIS attributes table. Lesson 4 helps you out with symbology, layer styling, database symbology, and related topics, labeling as well. Lesson 5 will see how to make a professional map, how to add all the elements, all elements of a map, how to create these maps using templates, how to create templates of your own, and related topics too. And in lesson 6, we'll see some of the basic spatial analysis tools like buffering, joins, QGIS processing tools. And in lesson 7, we'll work on the practical applications of GIS analysis on different projects. Then we'll select a project or 2 projects for a project walkthrough from start to finish. So your project outputs can be shared online via LinkedIn or Twitter, and the details of how you can do this will be found in the project folder that will be downloaded as part of this course. Do well to check the description of each video because updated information might be put in there, and then extra learning resources might also be put in there so that you would benefit fully from this course. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out through the channels provided. So first, let's take a deep dive into QGIS. QGIS is an open source application that helps you create and manage spatial data, of course. So individuals can make additions to this application using what we call plugins. That's what makes it open source. So others can also make contributions. To download this software, you can use the link in the resource folder, or you could simply type on your browser QGIS download. Click on the link on the QGIS.org website. Here, the first homepage shows you how to make a donation. So do well to do that if that is within your means. Otherwise, you will skip to downloads. There are 2 options for downloading QGIS application. You have the long-term release version and then the latest version. The latest version is the most updated version, but the long-term release version gives you a more stable version. So you have less crashes, less likely crashes. Yeah. So typically the website detects the operating system of your machine and provides a suggestion. If you're downloading for a different operating system, do well to use any of the drop downs below. Now we'll be downloading the long-term release version. Just simply click on the long-term release and it automatically starts downloading. I already have mine downloaded, so I will stop and cancel that. After downloading your software, to install it, double click on it or right click and open. Now run the installer, accept terms. It's pretty straightforward. You can select to create desktop shortcuts and start menu shortcuts, of course, here, and then click on install. So I'll pause this video and get back to it when it's done. And when it's done, click on finish. So let's continue with our application. To open our application, remember at some point you selected that you would add a desktop shortcut. So open up your folder or find it through your search bar, and you'll see the desktop shortcuts. Double click to open. I already have mine opened here, so I'll click this. On your QGIS homepage interface, you'll see list of recent projects which you have worked on. Typically, you will see other news information as related, and then you see how to create a new project. Let's create a new project by double clicking. You can also create a new project using this button here, new project, which you could add from your toolbar. We'll see how to do that. And then you can create a new project by clicking on project and new or control N. To save a project, go to project, click on save, and it brings an option to select the directory where you want this to save. Navigate to the directory of choice, save this as save it to your name. So mine will be Leo underscore QGIS origin and save. Now you can open a saved project, an already saved QGIS project from the folder where it has been saved. Let's go here. So by double clicking on this, opens the QGIS application, the QGIS file. Yeah. Or you can also open it from within your application by going back to project and say open, and it links you up to the directory which links you up to select the directory of choice. And once you've done that, it automatically detects if a QGIS file is in it or not. Now navigate to the saved directory where you downloaded your project resources and select QGIS origin and say open. This opens up some spatial data. We'll get into the nitbits of this. So the data is displayed on what is called the map canvas, all of this white space. The map canvas can be influenced by what is on your layers, what you have on your panels. Now let's talk about some of the panels. We have the layers panel, we have the browser panel, and then we have the layer styling panel. To activate all of these panels, if they are not automatically activated, right click on your toolbar and check the box for browser panel, layers panel, and you can also check the box for layer styling panel. But if you don't, here's how to find it. Click on your layer styling panel here from your layers panel, and it automatically opens it. We'll get into the uses of those later on. On your browser panel, it is used to import files into your QGIS map canvas from either from your computer or from a database or from anywhere else. The browser panel helps you import files into your QGIS map canvas. The layers panel displays the layers on your QGIS map canvas, and then you could turn off these layers as needed. Let's turn off this, which will be more influential. So you can turn off and turn on these layers. You can add and remove layers here. You can, if we have our map zoomed out this way, you can right click on the layer and say zoom to layer, and it zooms to fit exactly the map canvas. You can also experiment with every other thing here. We can show feature counts to show the number of features on a layer. You can duplicate a layer if you want to style it differently, and you just need to see a different view of a particular layer. You can duplicate a layer, you can decide to remove a layer, and then you can move a layer to the top of all other layers. Personally, I like to organize mine in the order of points, lines, Double clicking on a layer opens the properties toolbar. You can also, I was trying to move this guy. You can also open the properties from here, right clicking and seeing properties. You can export a layer. You can do a whole lot of things from the layers panel here. To create a split screen view, if you want to view a project, different sides of the same project concurrently, you could create a split screen view. You can do that by going to view and say new map view, and it creates the exact same view which you can zoom in differently to different aspects of the same project for better comparison. Yeah, you can also create multiple views that if it helps your project. Next, we'll talk about the toolbars. The toolbar here displays the tools, the icons for different tools that can be used in editing and creating spatial data. Some of these tools can be found by right-clicking on your toolbar. If you do not find all of them here, by clicking on your toolbar and enabling the tools of interest. Some of the tools which we'll be working with in this project are the snapping toolbar, which you'll find here. The snapping toolbar. You can also enable the plugins toolbar and the map navigation toolbar. The map navigation toolbar can help you, which is this, can help you to zoom in on the project, zoom out. It can help you to pan. You could pan features, move around your map canvas. This is different from when you're working with the select tool. If you right click and search for the selection toolbar, you will be able to select features directly on your map canvas, but you cannot pan. So the map navigation tool using the pan feature can help you do that. We can also use the snapping toolbar. The snapping tool, we'll talk about all of these in later aspects of this course. You can also work with plugins. Plugins are like additions that are made to your QGIS application for processing. Let's go to plugins. To install plugins, click on Manage and Install Plugins. We'll be working with one specific plugin called the autosaver. So click on All. Clicking on All shows you the all list of plugins that have been adopted on QGIS application, installed, and all of that. So click on All, search for autosaver. You will find it here. Now install the plugin here. On your own, you will find here install plugin. Mine's already installed. And make sure this box is checked. Look out for the icon on your toolbar. If you enabled the plugins toolbar, you'll find it here. Now click on this autosaver. What this autosaver helps you to do is that while working on a project, if your project automatically saves, automatically backs up. Yeah. So you of course still need to save it, but you will not lose all of your files if there's an unexpected shutdown. So you could save, or you could say enable autosaver. You can or decide not to say save layers that are in edit mode, and then you set your interval of interest, which is 20, 10, 5 minutes or every single minute. The problem with setting a shorter time limit is that if you're working on and if you're editing a layer and you enable save layers in edit mode, you'll be interrupted more often. So save that and tweak it as you go, depending on how it works out for you. Next, we'll be talking about our processing toolbox. You can access processing toolbox by clicking on processing and toolbox. This is a more extensive aspect of, let's close our second map view and we can adjust this guy this way. The processing toolbox holds even more extensive tools which we could use for analysis. It has the top 5 tools which you have recently used, and then has other tools classified according to the file types, the analysis types, and what it involves. The easiest way to use Processing Toolbox is to use the search tab. So you might not know the name of the process which you are looking for, but you have an idea. Let's say you want to create points inside polygon or points on a line, but so you know that there will be points in it. You can search for points, you can search for line, and then you have your options. If you're looking for coordinates, or let's say you want to see how to automatically select features, you click on search and select, and you would have options. That's how you use Processing Toolbox. Otherwise, I've also covered a lot of these processes on my channel, which you could always go out to check and find answers. Next, we'll be setting up our coordinate reference system. The coordinate reference system is like a framework that defines the location of a point on the Earth's surface, on the Earth's sphere, right? So it's typically, you could use any coordinate reference of choice. I would minimize this because of my recorder. The coordinate reference of your project is found at the bottom right of your map view. Yeah. So if you see mine here, EPSG 3857, click on it, and you can simply select any other coordinate reference which you would like to work on. You would see the extent with which it covers. If you select a more specific coordinate reference, this is a world view for WGIS 84. If you select this, as you can see, this was a project I worked on for an Australian area. This covers just a specific aspect of Australia. So you can search for it here using the EPSG code. For example, if you want to work with 4326, you will also see it here. This is also a world view. Click on apply and click on OK. So that will be it for this lesson. In the next lesson, which is lesson 2 of this course, we'll learn how to import spatial data. Remember, in this lesson, you didn't work on importing this data, you just found them here. Yeah. Always do well to save your projects. Yeah, because I have a backup save. So in the next lesson, we'll work on importing spatial data, work on creating spatial data, both vectors and rasters, using QGIS application. Thank you for watching, and see you on lesson 2.